everyone, it's James from FunFoods. The big game's coming up, and I'm going to show you how to make this football-shaped cheese dip. Keep watching, and I'll show you step-by-step how to make this. The first thing we need to do to make this is start out with some cream cheese. I'm using 8-ounce blocks of cream cheese, 2 of them. Make sure they're softened at room temperature, and put them in a bowl. Next, we're going to season it. Just a little bit of salt, not too much, and a little bit of garlic powder. I'm going to blend this up with a hand mixer. And depending on how soft your cream cheese is, it shouldn't take too long. All right, that's good. All that did was just mix in that salt and that garlic powder together, and now we're ready to add more stuff to it. I pre-cooked a couple pieces of bacon. I like mine extra crispy. At this point, we're just going to break it off into little tiny bits. And just 2 pieces of bacon, 2 strips should be good. You can add more if you'd like. I did cook more bacon, which we will put on the top as well. That's good, not quite 2 pieces. Now we're gonna add some shredded cheddar cheese. Put about 1/2 cup to 1 cup of cheddar cheese. And mix this in the rest of the way. At this point, I'm just gonna chop up some green onions here. I'm gonna use about 1/2 of these green onions inside here. The rest I'll save to garnish the top. Mix that through. It's all mixed up. Now what we're going to do is take some plastic wrap and form it in the shape of a football. At this point, I'm using a rubber spatula here just to take out all that cheese in between my mixers. Now, of course, you can make this much larger, just double the recipe if you have a bigger party you're throwing. All right, and scoop out all of our cheese. And with your rubber spatula, you just want to make it somewhat in the shape of the football the best you can. A lot of it will be shaped with our hands. Okay, now we're just gonna take it, fold that plastic in there, and this is where we shape it with our hands in the shape of a football. You don't want to wrap the plastic too tight because we have to have some movement as we shape it. But you don't want to touch it with your bare hands, because it's very sticky. The oblong shape of a football. And you can see it's pretty much in the shape of a football now. Let's unwrap it. If your cheese is too soft at this point, just wrap it up gently and put it in the refrigerator for a little bit. 1/2 hour, it should firm up enough to work with it. And that's what I'm gonna do just to make sure it holds its shape. Gently wrap it up and put it in the refrigerator just for a little bit. Fry a couple pieces of bacon in a frying pan. When they're cooked, remove them, but leave the grease. Next, we're gonna take some plain panko breadcrumbs. We're gonna put it into that bacon grease and let it soak in only for about 20 to 30 seconds. Just add in my breadcrumbs right now, let it soak into that bacon grease, and stir them around. Okay, so our cheese has been in the refrigerator hardening up. We can take it out of the plastic wrap completely and put it on your serving dish at this point. And this is the time you can kind of go around just to make sure it looks really good in that perfect shape of a football. Now I like to garnish it with a little more cheese, not a lot, just a little bit more cheese on here. And you can kind of press it in a little bit on that side. Then we're gonna take some more bacon and add it to it. We need a lot of that because it's bacon, right? I like to make them really small pieces. And now we're gonna come back to our panko, our breadcrumbs. I'm gonna put a good amount on top and then we'll spread them out. And you can see how it really absorbed all that bacon grease. Make sure it's not too hot when you touch it at this point. And just spread it around. And then we're gonna come back to the green onions. Remember, we saved those for the end to garnish these. And just kind of spread them out really good. And there you go. If you want more bacon, obviously add more, but there's plenty of bacon on here. And lastly, we need the football stitches, and I'm just using some mozzarella cheese. Cut it up. You can get a whole piece and then cut it up into little slices. There we go. Now it looks perfect. Now it's time for the taste test. I'm gonna dig in with some Ritz crackers. And I'm sure to get a little bit of everything. Here we go. Those panko breadcrumbs are absolutely amazing, soaked in with that bacon grease. By the way, who's gonna win the big game? Is it gonna be San Francisco or Kansas City? Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed watching me make this football-shaped cheese dip. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button. Also hit that big red subscribe button. You get new videos all the time. And check out this video right here. And until then, I'll see you next time. Football-shaped cheese, I can't talk. That's a hard word to say. Make it for a view. I can't talk. You're gonna love this football-shaped you're gonna love this football cheese ball. You're gonna love this football-shaped cheese. I can't talk. I'm gonna show you how to make this football